Welcome to the Brunch Club podcast, where we highlight amazing women. Join us to fill your cup with inspiration and motivation as our guests share their experiences, their stories, and some hot gossip. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Brunch Club podcast. I'm Rachel Svoboda, and I'm here at my sister's closet and Well Suited in Newport Beach. And today we are going to be talking with Emma Roberts. And Emma is a designer, and she is the founder of Desert Daisy Jewelry. And there's so many things I can't wait for you to get to know about her. So welcome, thank you.
Thank you for having me here.
Yes.
You did a great job with Desert Daisy Jewelry. I feel like people always have a mouthful with that.
Oh.
I love the name of my brand, but I can't tell you that how many people don't get it right on the first take. Like Desert Daisy, Desert. I can't even tell you. So you did a fantastic job.
Oh,
so
well,
thank you.
You know, I think it's because I've been doing this a long time.
Yes,
yeah.
Clearly practiced.
I mean, I often will forget my name, but I got
But you got mine down.
I got yours down. Yeah, that's great. With the podcast, you know, people like this because we have different women come in and we talk about their businesses, you know, what's going well in their world, what's been challenging, what's been funny, what's been inspiring for them. And I want to tell everybody a little background on how we know each other.
Yes.
Well, I want to start with that.
Okay.
Okay, so we share a dear friend, Raquel Figlo.
Yes.
Who is getting married later this year, and it's a rock and roll extravaganza.
She's a publicist, so everything she does is over the top, and we are lucky to be part of that.
We totally are lucky to. I always used to introduce her as my cool friend.
Yeah.
For like years and years, and so she introduced us.
Yes.
And
But weirdly,
yes,
we've met through her and done a few events through her, but we keep bumping into each other in the most random, non-Raquel related ways.
Yes.
Since then.
Yep.
So,
and here at my sister's closet, which I feel like it kind of has that community vibe.
Yes.
Where you run into people here who you wouldn't see normally because it's such a great place. And I always find like women here when they're shopping, they're like telling their stories.
Yeah.
And they're making friends. And so I'm glad that we're filming here today.
Yes, it's very fun. Although I'm a little nervous I'm going to shop after.
Well,
I've shopped every time I've walked in this building.
Okay, confession. Me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then I feel better.
Yes, because we were here filming as part of OC Fashion Week.
Yes.
Which is also coming up.
Yes.
And that's very exciting too.
Yes,
so
I'm very excited for that.
What are you showcasing as part of that? Can I ask, or is it going to be
Yes. Oh, yeah.
surprise?
We can share. There are a few surprises, so I can't give everything away. But I am showcasing. So first off, I'm a jewelry designer, which means when I showcase on the runway, I'm showcasing with a clothing designer. And oftentimes, what we'll do is we'll take my designs that I've created and style them with their designs. But what we're showing for OC Fashion Week is really exciting. So it is a collaboration that I did with Kyle Denman, who is a designer based out of LA. He and I met at New York Fashion Week 5 years ago.
Okay.
But this, instead of me designing jewelry as I would and him designing clothing as he would, we design these looks together.
Oh.
So it is a
exciting.
collaboration that we showed in Milan,
Okay.
and we are very excited to bring that into our hometown and show it in OC so that our clients and friends can see it up close and personal. There's some really theatrical pieces. I designed a lot of runway sculptural jewelry that would make my ring look small,
Oh.
we'll just say. So it's going to be a really exciting runway for me.
Okay, show everybody the ring in case
Yes.
they can't see it. All right, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think you can see it from the moon.
Yeah.
It is a little delicate thing. But I love big, over-the-top statement jewelry. I think that's the best way you could describe what I do in general.
Okay, so for different women out there, as you're thinking about your brand, right? Like that's something that I talk about all the time with marketing. It's not just your company, it's your brand. And that could be different decisions that you've made of like what's your signature thing, like the signature way you wear your hair, or the signature glasses, or your signature jewelry, or signature earrings, right? And I think as everyone's figuring out their personal brand, you've really done a beautiful job of breaking the mold.
Yes.
And saying, okay, I am this, and if you are too, then
Yes, people find me very easily because I do things that are very different than what else is out there, and I think that helps. It helps attract the right client for me. I lucked out in that. I don't think when I started, I think I was breaking the mold. I think I don't know what the mold is. I just was doing my own thing, and it drew my client to me rapidly. And so I didn't have that growing pain period of trying to figure out what I was going to do or what would sell. People found me.
Okay, wait, go back, because
Sure.
this is the part that I keep noticing about you. Whenever you're telling a story, you do this really great thing because you know yourself so well. And I've heard you say different things over the time where, and I guess my question is, how did you get to know yourself so well? Because that had to have been the first step.
Yes. Well, I think my brand happened after I knew myself.
Yes.
So I started this about 14 years ago, and I am 47. So clearly finding yourself at like 33, 32, 33 is a late bloomer in a lot of ways. Okay. But I went through a lot of trying to identify what made me happy. And what I found is eventually, I'm going to say a bad word. I can't say a bad word.
Okay.
But
yeah.
I got to a point in my life where I was like, F it. This is my new stage in life, that I'm tired of trying and failing to be what I'm not.
Yeah.
And so once I stopped trying, I just settled into myself in a way that was really, like it was blossoming. And like the name Desert Daisy actually came from my husband, who I met shortly after that. Again, find yourself, you start to find your people, right?
Yeah.
And he called me his Desert Daisy because it's the first flower to bloom, it's the last one to die. They're these little tiny yellow flowers everywhere in Vegas, like everywhere. But they just bring so much like life and color and to a desert landscape. And that was what he said. And it's kind of the same way, is that once I settled into who I was, my personality was just there. So it was kind of, I stopped trying to be, and that's how I found myself.
I love that. I think women need to hear that.
Yes.
That is a really important first step, and then everything grows on top of that. So how are you dealing with that now in terms of like your word of the year with balance?
Yes, balance is my word of the year. I think there's always this thing, like we're chasing something, that there's success. You're chasing after the next big thing you want. You've done one good thing, you now want to top it and do something better. And I think I'm always trying to balance that need for growth with the need to sit in the moment, recognize what I've done, and enjoy the small things. And so that's who I am as a person. And so I'm always chasing one, and then I go too far and I have to pull back. So this year I'm trying to not go too far in either extreme. I'm trying to celebrate the successes, chase the new. I've got some really exciting newness happening this year, but not forget to sit in the moments. Like today is my gotcha day for my 4-year-old little dog. And we spent the whole morning, I canceled my Pilates class, I canceled my plans to spend the morning with my 2 pups because they breathe life into me. And it was her day. And so, you know what? I was like, let me rearrange my day. So it's those little things, like you can't let go of the things that make you human to chase after the next accomplishment. So that's where I'm looking at balance, is finding the path between those two.
And it's small steps.
Yes.
It's balance, and it's not letting the pendulum swing one way or too far or the other, but consistent movement in a general direction.
Yes.
Okay.
I do want to keep accomplishing, and I do want to keep doing new things. So I think that there's always that forward momentum, but it's remembering what keeps me anchored and making time for that. That is that small step between the two. And look, you can do a podcast in the afternoon and spend the morning cuddling with your pups in the morning and have balance.
Yeah. Well, I think that a lot of women need to hear that.
Yeah.
Because they either wake up feeling like, I'm late already, right?
I have too much to do. I can't sit. I can't breathe.
Yes.
Those are very familiar feelings.
Right?
It's just reining that in and realizing that you can't do the big things if you don't do the small things.
Who do you think you learned that from?
Burnout. I'm gonna be honest.
Is burnout a person?
I don't know. I think that that's something that, I think that I didn't know that for a long time, and it it hits you physically and mentally and emotionally. I have a very good friend who, okay, I'll give her credit. We'll take burnout off the list. I'll give this credit.
Okay.
Felicia Rexford is an amazing woman. She is in Vegas. She is one of my clients and has become a dear friend through getting to know her. She inspires me because she runs like a real estate empire. She has 2 young boys. She is a wife. She is a mother. She is a powerhouse. She runs charity groups. She makes time for the women in her lives, and she is still running this entire empire. She's a veteran. She's figured it all out, and it's the little things that anchor her. And I get to see behind the curtain with her.
Yes.
And I get to spend those moments with her family. Like, I've stayed at her house and have those quiet moments at breakfast with her family before everyone runs in 17 directions. And I've seen how much that makes her stronger in the big things. So maybe that's where I've learned it, is through observing someone else do it.
Okay, I like that. I actually looked her up.
Oh, did you?
I did, because I'd never heard of her.
She's
and
phenomenal.
I was very inspired.
Yeah.
So I will put a link to that in the show description, because I think you guys should definitely check her out too. And I love that you actually know her, like intimately know her, because sometimes I have found that when I get to that glimpse behind the curtain of someone that I looked up to, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have looked. Like, oh no. But it's very rare that you look behind the curtain and you think, oh wow, actually, yes, they are as good as I thought.
I think it's nice to have examples in life of people who can do things without sacrificing who they are, because we're so often taught that sacrifice is the way to success, right? We have to give up, we have to be willing to put up with things. I don't think that's always the case.
Yeah.
And I think when you see other people do it, you realize that we don't have to play the game the way everybody else tells us to.
I love that. That is wonderful. Okay, one final question. So when you put on a piece of your art, okay, I don't know why I went like this, but like I wanted to like grab your earrings, like your art. When you how does it make you feel?
I think there's a joyfulness and a whimsy to my work that I really like. So every piece is one of a kind. The petal earrings are kind of the newer design that I've become known for. They are very feminine. They are the lightest things in the world, so you can wear these big statement earrings all day and you don't feel them. Women will notice, I get pictures that they find them out in the wild. They're like, I saw your earrings, because you can see them across a room.
Yeah.
I recently had a friend who was approached by another one of my clients in Florida at an event in this huge room full of women, and they found each other because they recognized my work on each other. Oh, and so there's this, like, even though it's one of a kind, it's so much a part of me. And so I really try to create things that I love and to create things that make women feel beautiful. So when I wear it, I feel like, I mean, I hate to say it, it's an attention grabber. People notice, people compliment me, people talk to me. I meet so many new people through just that shared joy of something different.
Well, it's the shared joy, it's that feeling, and it's community, I think is what I hear.
Yeah.
Which is really beautiful. So,
thank you.
And that kind of brings me full circle to how we came together.
Yes.
In this small community town of Orange County, where everybody is kind of one degree of separation away.
Yes.
So I'm glad that we got to spend some time together today, and I look forward to all the times that are upcoming with OC Fashion Week and Raquel's wedding and and all that the future holds. So thank you guys for spending time with us today at the Brunch Club, and we will see you soon. Thanks. Thanks for stopping by the Brunch Club podcast. It's been fabulous to share this time with you. Are you interested in being on the show? Do you want to nominate somebody? Reach out at rachelswoboda.com.